Level 2 housemates.
I would like to say congratulations to all the level 2 housemates for winning the first wager task on Big Brother Naija Season 7. Today we saw the first task presentation on Big Brother Naija Season 7 between level 1 and level 2 housemates. Biggie obviously, judged them based on creativity and organization. Of course, Biggie appreciates talent, so he wanted the two different houses to, present their drama or their task. And for the winning house, they will get the opportunity to shop on Saturday, and they also have access to the pool party next week and the Saturday party. So for the losing team, there will be no shopping cart for the losing team, which means there will be hunger strike in the house for at least a week until the next presentation. The presentation ran in 3 rounds, and after each round, Biggie will announce the winner, which means that they would earn 20 points for each round. So level 1 housemates started their presentation, which was DOYIN, Allison, DOTUN, and ADEKUNLE. They had their presentation to explain to people on how to have fun and also remember that drug and alcohol abuse is bad. My verdict for their presentation was that it was too long, and I lost interest in between because the whole process was just, I could not even understand their presentation. But all the same, they did well. So for the level 2 house, which was group 1, they had Khalid, Daniella, Bryann, and Christy. So the name of their group was the Kumbaya group. Of course, I did enjoy their presentation. Christy did the introduction. Daniella was on the mic for poetry. Khalid was painting, and Bryann was on the mic also to rap. And looking at the fact that they all came together to present their task, I enjoyed the vibes amongst them. And the song was dedicated to all the housemates, both in level 1 and level 2. So my verdict for this is that I really loved their performance and the art presentation with the poetry. So kudos to them. So at the end of round 1, level 2 earned 20 points after the task. So moving on to the next round, which is the second round, level 2 came on stage, which is Cyph, Phyna, Kess, and Amaka. The title of their presentation was an abstract comedy. It was a skit on feminism. So I really loved their presentation. It was really great, and I really loved the fact that they were all put together. So the second group, which was from level 1, we had ELOSWAG, HERMES, CHICHI, and CHOMZY. So, of course, their presentation was okay as a group, but I felt that HERMES would have done better if he had like a solo performance, because he actually carried the whole show. HERMES carried the whole show, and he acted it up, with his performance and everything. So my verdict is that the creativity was dope. So, of course, at the end of the presentation, they did mention to give up or to level up. I really loved their presentation overall, but I felt that HERMES really stood out for me. So at the end of round 2, it was a tie because Biggie would have loved to give one of the housemates the point, but it was a tie for them, which means 0 points. And we all now moved to round 3. So with round 3, level 1 started their presentation, which we had SHEGGZ, Fire, Diana, Bella, and for their presentation, I was not feeling it at all. So Bella was a model. She strutted the runway. Fire was a hype man. SHEGGZ performed the rap song. I didn't really get the rhymes. Diana danced and rolled her waist. That was all she did during their presentation. So for the third round, I don't think level 1, gave it their all, at least to win 20 points so that they don't have to go hungry next week. So moving on to level 2, the group which consists of Beauty, Groovy, Ilebaye, and Pharmsavi. Of course, they did their presentation, and that was the end of the whole performance at the end of the day. So the winner for this round was level 2. So level 2 won the round, which means 40 points in total. So the second presentation was singing the anthem. So during the week, Biggie told the housemates to perform a group song, which is for level 1 and level 2. So level 2 started with their presentation with the song title Energy Okpa Okpa. Energy Okpa Okpa. Of course, the song was catchy, it was vibey, it was groovy, and I like the fact that they had unity, during their performance, the creativity with the rap, and their expression was really great. So for level 2, the level 2 anthem, the title was 100 million na your mate. And that was the title that I picked from their presentation. So their presentation too was okay. And at the end of it, at the end of the anthem presentation, Biggie actually gave them their verdict. But before then, Biggie announced to all the housemates that they had a welcome cake from one of the sponsors. So both houses had a welcome cake waiting for them in their houses. And before Biggie announced the final winner for the presentation, Biggie had to address some issues. So Biggie called out Phyna and SHEGGZ, which means they were guilty of talking about the show, talking about fans and viewers. So Biggie did ask a question that did they have a secret way to live in the house or to please the viewers? And SHEGGZ said that he doesn't have any secret. So this was just a warning to all the housemates to stop using their time on TV to talk to fans or talk to viewers in a different way. So Biggie actually gave the warning to all the housemates, but he called out SHEGGZ and Phyna because I think he found them guilty of doing such habits. So going back to the winner for the anthem, of course, let's give it up to level 2. Level 2 won the anthem, and of course, it means that they won their first wager for the season. Kudos to level 2 housemates. Kudos to all of them. They brought their A game. I saw the unity. I saw the creativity, the talent they showcased, and their presentation was dope. In as much as they had their fights, I know they had their misunderstanding during the week, they still came together as a group to put in their all in making sure that they won the presentation. So for each housemate in level 2, they were rewarded with 1,500 naira BB Naira to spend for their shopping, and of course that's a good one for them. So at the end of it all, Biggie then told all the housemates to head back into the house. So looking at going back into the house, of course we had the winning house and we had the house that lost. Level 1 housemate felt bad that they didn't win their wager. Of course, remember that the head of house came from level 1, so I felt that they had a lot of belief that they'll be winning the wager this Friday. But apparently they didn't put in their best. I mean, for a lot of viewers who saw what happened during the week, a lot of people actually noticed that level 1 housemate didn't put in so much effort in rehearsing and also preparing for their task. But if you watched the level 2 housemates, they did everything they could to make sure that their presentation was, dope. And for all the housemates, in as much as they had their misunderstanding during the week, they still make sure that they were together, in one love and unity to make sure that they have like a good presentation. And we all saw that. We saw the energy. We saw the vibes. Ems even felt the energy. I mean, he talked about it when they went back into the house. Ems felt the energy. So I feel that level 1 housemates have learned a lot from this. I mean, a lot of them had something to say, when they got back into the house. They were not feeling it at all. Giddy Fire stood up, addressed their housemates, saying that the other house had energy and they all saw it, which I agree. We all agree to it that level 2 housemates, they came with that fire. They had to level up. They had to level up during the Friday tax presentation. Moving on to DOTUN. DOTUN also addressed the house, saying that, they should not be too hard on themselves, trying to just cheer them up and all. But we are all, for everyone who loves to compete, they would not want to lose, no matter what it is. So I felt that individually they felt bad, and also as a group, it was too bad. It was too bad that they actually lost their first wager task. So DOYIN also went on saying that the tax takes the loss as ginger. She takes the loss as ginger, so that next time should be better in terms of preparing ahead of a task or anything. So I feel that most of them now, they've learned their lessons from what has happened this night, seeing that level 2 housemate took everything. From the Friday tax presentation, they won at with 40 points. With the song anthem or the anthem they had to present, they also won, and that means it was double. That means it's double celebration for level 2 housemates. In the next 1 week, in the next 1 week, they'll have access to the pool party. They'll also have access to the Saturday party, and then they'll be the only house to shop on Saturday. So they have like a lot of benefit this week, and it's actually a good win for level 2 housemates. So moving on to Bella. Bella did mention that she feels that everyone has lost focus because she's a competitive person. She said they are more focused on lovers and shippers in the house. And I just felt that she was just talking about herself, because if you all look at it, Bella and SHEGGZ are always together in the house. They're always together in the house. Even their fellow housemates had to talk about it, earlier today. You'll definitely find the link on this channel, because we talked about it. We talked about this particular video, where other housemates were talking about Bella and SHEGGZ in the house. They were actually comparing them to Kidwaya and Erica. They were comparing them to Bam Bam and Teddy, Ozo and Nengi. It was more of Ozo and Nengi-ish, because some of the housemates had to tag SHEGGZ as follow, and some people can agree to that's really a follow thing all the while. So Bella did talk about that the level 1 housemates are more focused on love and relationships. She said they should wake up, and I just feel that this was just SHEGGZ in a mode. Talking about lovers and shippers is just SHEGGZ in a mode. Moving on to Allison. Allison said they did their best to their own understanding. She feels that they did their best to their own understanding. And looking at the energy level 2 housemates brought, I don't know if they watched. I don't know. They can't see the other house. They cannot see. They don't even know what's happening there. They didn't do anything at all. I could tell from the Ria's house this week, they were not doing anything. They were just lying, about, talking, gisting, eating, everywhere. Level 2 housemates wake up in the middle of the night, go on with their songs, try out their songs, practice, for their drama and everything. But level 1 housemates were just doing nothing. So that's just it for me. I don't know what she meant by they did their best in their own understanding. Moving on to CHOMZY. CHOMZY said the housemates are too comfortable. Of course, we didn't see much of CHOMZY during the presentation, and HERMES and CHOMZY were in the same group. So apparently, after all the housemates shared their opinions about what they felt, ELOSWAG also had to address the house as the head of house, talking about everything they need to do and what they need to start with, in terms of, changing their attitude towards tasks and presentations, for the season. Looking at the fact that they're all 24 housemates and they are competing against each other. So for level 1 and level 2 housemates, they are competing against each other. So they all need to do what? They all need to wake up. So CHOMZY and HERMES also had like a Basbos moment, and where they were, talking back at each other, trying to blame. So they're trying to blame the next person, for their loss. It was obvious they all lost and everybody was affected. So you see what happens when you don't have teamwork, when you don't have energy for yourselves to come out to actually do your work. So CHOMZY and HERMES had like a back-to-back talk, and it was not looking great at all on TV. So going to level 2 house, they were all excited. Obviously, they're excited that for this week, they did well, and they got their money. They also got their benefits to enjoy. So I think I'll just quickly talk about the benefits level 2 housemates will be enjoying for the next week, which is they'll have the opportunity to shop on Saturday, and the only winning team will have access to the pool party and Saturday party. So next week we're going to see level 2 housemates at the pool party and also the Saturday party. So that's just it for today on the tax presentation for the first week on Big Brother Naija season 7. Congratulations to level 2 housemates again. Everyone is excited that they won. Looking at the fact that they had to suffer for their loss because they didn't win the end of house task on Monday, and level 1 housemates, had their first pool party while they were in the house sweating it out and also vibing to it. We also have the video on this channel to watch and to catch up with all the highlights and details from the Big Brother Naija season 7. All right, guys, so thank you all for watching this video. Do not forget to follow us on all platforms, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Olorisupergal, and also subscribe to this channel, which is Olorisupergal TV. Please turn on notifications so that whenever you see a new video, you will definitely be the first person to watch. And do not forget to also comment, also share, and like this particular video. Thank you guys for watching, and please always come back to this channel for Big Brother Naija Season 7 updates. So I'm going to see you next time, of course, and I will be bringing you all the juicy details you need to know. Thank you, and it's bye for now.